Welcome to Take 2 of Suited for Change's annual Gala 2021. Today, we are coming to you from the Turning Point Suffragette Memorial in Occoquan Regional Park. This memorial honors a critical part of our history that is often omitted from our history books. 2 million women fought for 72 years to win ratification of the 19th Amendment, the right for all American women to vote. In 1917, women from every state took turns standing at the gates of the White House from dawn until dusk, for months on end, in rain, sleet, and snow, silent but resolved. For this crime, they were arrested, dragged into court, thrown into prison. They were brutalized, forced to work, slept in rat-infested cells on bug-ridden mattresses, and were fed food crawling with maggots. These extraordinary women would not be stopped. And that way, they were a lot like the women that Suited for Change serves today. The women that we serve are strong and resilient, like these suffragettes. As one of the great icons in the movement, Susan B. Anthony once said, "Failure is impossible." Well, that should be our motto at Suited for Change. We were not able to share these videos with you on June 24th, but we want to share them with you now, because failure is impossible. So sit back and relax and enjoy the show.
Good evening, everyone. This is Muriel Bowser, and I'm delighted to be a part of tonight's celebration. I want to start by acknowledging the Executive Director of Suited for Change, Liz Reinhardt, our warrior on the Hill, Congresswoman Eleanor Holmes Norton, and of course, each of you who are joining us from home tonight. As mayor, my team and I work every day to give more Washingtonians a fair shot. But DC government doesn't do this work alone. We have the support of community-based organizations like Suited for Change that are dedicated to bettering the lives of DC residents. As you celebrate 28 years of service, I hope you recognize the lasting impact your work has on the lives of women in the district. The boost and confidence you provide through clothing and training is sometimes that little push that helps someone get across the finish line. You help women go into interviews with their heads held high, with the knowledge that their community is rooting for them, and of course, always looking stylish and dressed for success. So on behalf of our entire community, thank you and keep up the wonderful work.
This is Congresswoman Eleanor Holmes Norton. Suited for Change is just what we need as the pandemic comes to an end and women of low income start looking for work. We are grateful that Suited for Change starts with providing professional attire, but goes even further. The training in skills such as communication and teamwork helps women become even more ready for jobs and to retain them. Thank you, Suited for Change, for your indispensable work in the District of Columbia for more than 20 years.
Suited for Change is celebrating its 29th anniversary, empowering women on their path to economic independence, and I'm proud to welcome you to their annual gala. The pandemic's massive disruption to employment, childcare, and school routines has pushed thousands of women and their families in the region to the financial brink. With businesses and schools beginning to reopen, this moment provides an important opportunity for Suited for Change to step up with a robust response to best serve these women. Now more than ever, your support is vital to ensure that our city's most vulnerable women are positioned to seize new job opportunities and reestablish their financial footing. I hope you will join me in supporting this truly important cause. Thank you very much.
All of our lives have changed dramatically. The pandemic, the Black Lives Matter movement, the election, and January 6th. At times, this past year has felt overwhelming, and at times it has felt hopeless. So many people are struggling, yet women in lower wage jobs, the women that we serve, have been hit the hardest. We've all heard the statistics. About 2.5 million women have lost their jobs or dropped out of the workforce during the pandemic. Our Vice President, Kamala Harris, paints the picture for us. She said that's enough to fill 40 football stadiums. This mass exodus of women from the workforce is a national emergency. A recent Washington Post article told us that women and economists say the slow job growth is not only because of expanded unemployment benefits, making lower paid service sector jobs undesirable, or a general worker shortage. They say it's also just more difficult to go back to work right now, particularly for women. Working mothers told the Washington Post that to return to work, they need schools to reopen, the flexibility to work remotely, and higher wages to afford early child care.
The women that we serve are strong and resilient. These women have faced this difficult job market, especially in the COVID-affected retail and hospitality sectors. They faced incredible new burdens concerning their physical and mental health, and in childcare and school reductions. Many even faced food insecurity. We recognized their struggle and wanted to serve them as they deserve to be served. So with safety protocols in place, we bravely opened to serve in person as soon as we possibly could last June. To support them, we have also invested in trauma-informed care training, professionally led workshops to train our volunteers on the skills and behaviors that have been shown to reduce re-traumatization and promote healing in individuals impacted by trauma. Suited for Change launched our virtual suitings, Hope in a Box, and we emailed professional attire just in time for critical job interviews. We rolled out virtual coaching sessions to help women practice their interview skills and stand out in crowded applicant pools in the new and intimidating world of Zoom interviews. Suited for Change has been adaptable and creative in the face of major disruption to our traditional way of doing business. And because of your support, the support of the entire Suited for Change community, we have continued serving these women without compromising the uplifting, tailored experience that we have offered them for nearly 3 decades.
We find inspiration and hope from a diversity. Hope suggests that the future will be better than the present. And what we're doing as an organization now, we contribute toward creating a future. A brighter future for the women we serve. Because of you, we can create hope in our local community. We appreciate you. Thank you.
At Suited for Change, we're excited about the future. We're hopeful. And so I'd like to quote Amanda Gorman and say, so while once we asked, how could we possibly prevail over catastrophe? Now we assert, how could catastrophe possibly prevail over us? At Suited for Change, we, the community, the staff, the volunteers, and our clients, the women we serve, we can do anything. Suited for Change is a place of hope.
Hello, my name is Kia Terry, and I am from Alexandria, Virginia. I was born and raised there. I was a teenage mother about 16, so I decided to drop out of high school to take care of my children, well, my one child, and then after that, life got kind of challenging. I had to stay home and make sure I take care of the kids, so I just knew that dropping out of high school wasn't the right idea. I had to make a decision to go back. So I tried to go back for my GED, which was too difficult. Having to take tests over and over and having ADHD just didn't work out for me. So I knew that I had to go back from elementary, I say, till 12th grade to really get and retain what I needed. So finally I took the choice to go back to Goodwill Excel Center. And I started from maybe elementary till 12th grade. I had to take the courses. So finally I went through 5th grade and I went through 6th grade. I went through 7th grade. But when I got to like the 8th grade of doing the high school process, I got diagnosed with breast cancer. So I wouldn't let it stop me though. I kept going. Every chemo treatment I had, I still make sure I was online. I still make sure I pushed ambition to make sure that things went well for me to continue. So I didn't let cancer stop me. I went through radiation and chemotherapy and continued to just push and push and push. So finally, after I got to that, I had got an opportunity to go over to Together We Bake. And once I got to Together We Bake, they gave me this lovely opportunity to go into a place called Suited for Exchange. So once I got here, I just felt like the doors were open. I felt so proud to be here, and I got met at the door with nice staff, and they actually helped me pick out outfits to go to work. So now that I have these outfits, I'm putting all the pieces back together. I've gotten my high school diploma, I just got a job, and now I can wear these lovely, nice clothes to work. And my dream goal is to get a government job and also go back to college. Oh, Miss Deidre is awesome. She calls me, she checks up on me, she texts me, she makes sure that everything's in the right track. We sat and we do one-on-one talking about interview tips and what it would be like if I wasn't sitting in front of an interview person, to make sure I smile, hold my shoulders back, and know what you're talking about. So she tells me stuff like, we work on what to say before interview, like what are your short-term goals, what are your long-term goals, and what do you plan on doing once you become a part of the team. But she's so great because being as though she's already been in the government human resource field, it makes me feel as though I have a first step into interviewing. So she is so good with me. I enjoy her when she calls, and she's so awesome. She's like another auntie. And I really do rely on her because it just feels to me that when I go for an interview, I'll know what I'm saying, I'll know what I'm talking about, and I won't have that nervousness. So I love her. She's such a great coach. She is awesome. I mean, even when I get my job, I'm so excited to tell her how she helped me get that job. Yes, and also Suited for Exchange.
My name is Deidre. I retired from the federal government with over 35 years of human resources experience. I came to Suited for Change when I volunteered one Saturday afternoon over a year ago. That's where I met Liz, and she told me all about Suited for Change's mission, and I knew that I wanted to be a part of it. I am a volunteer, I'm a new member of the board of directors, and I am a professional development coach at Suited for Change. I'm here because of my commitment to volunteering and giving back to the community of women in need. I serve as one of the professional coaches where I can utilize my passion for helping women gain confidence. As part of Suited for Change's professional development program, I customize each coaching session to the individual in order to increase their self-confidence, highlight their personal strengths, and prepare them for the upcoming interview. I offer in-person as well as virtual coaching sessions. Kia was one client that I coached virtually during the pandemic. Kia is an amazing person who is in the process of transitioning in her career. She wants to receive all that Suited for Change has to offer. As she went through the professional development program with me, I quickly realized that Kia was building confidence in herself because she set great goals for herself. And by coaching Kia, I have been truly impacted by our encounter. I hope that all of our clients have Suited for Change or leave Suited for Change with the ability and the confidence to conquer any interview. And I know that being a part of Suited for Change is my destiny.
come so far. This is who we are. And like the rising sun, we have just begun to play our part. This is the time we form the chorus. Lift your voice for those before us. We can rely on one another. Feel the pride, let's show our colors. We are heroes and dreamers. We are restless believers, stronger than ever. Never say never. Don't look back now, don't look back now. Rise up, stand with each other. We are sisters and brothers, fighting our place and running the race. We'll take our chance and seize the moment. Hold on tight and don't let go of all your hopes and dreams that light the way. We control our fate. Destiny awaits. We are all the actors in the stories we create. Hope will be our guide. We'll no longer hide. When we roll like thunder, feel the wonder from inside. This is the time we form the chorus. Lift your voice for those before us. We can rely on one another. Feel the pride, let's show our colors. We are heroes and dreamers. We are restless believers, stronger than ever. Never say never. Don't look back now, don't look back now. Rise up, stand with each other. We are sisters and brothers, finding our place and running the race. We'll take our chance and seize the moment. Hold on tight and don't let go of all your hopes and dreams that light the way.
They say you don't get to choose your family. Well, we're here to say that's not true. Because we must be the lucky ones. We got to choose you, Suited for Change. And you got us all in our feelings, like one of those Shakespearean poems. How many ways can we show you that we love thee? Because us and you now equals family. You got those DC roots with that go-go attitude, and we're here to show you gratitude for all the times you showed us personal attention. By the way you would listen. You never assumed anything. You let us be us. Made us feel like the most beautiful women in the world with all that fuss. Saying things like, look at you, girl, give us a twirl. Look at you, yes, you're about to rule the world. Look at you. Together we rebranded the image of what the world thought of a woman like you. Then you said, now turn around, look in the mirror and tell me, what does Beyonce have on you? You have that humor, a way of making us feel like a natural woman. You make us want to stop running from who we could be. See, our belief in you and your belief in us is what has created this family. And now we're beginning to see a transformation in ourselves. All the times given to our needs, you planting the seeds, that we were here for a purpose, totally worth the investment. Us getting a job, a testament of your empowerment, your advocating, your trust, the confidence that you instilled in us. Us, who once heard words that will make us want to crawl into a shell. Us, who had been through hell, thrashing through life thinking we didn't have an escape route. But Suited for Change dissipated that doubt and enclosed us in professional armor so tight and assured us that we were worth the fight. See, each piece of clothing instrumental in telling our story before we even spoke. We stepped into that interview room and it was all she wrote. You should have seen them. Their eyes captivated on our signature piece of jewelry, each shine glimpse of our maturity. And then we employed the vernacular, taught by Fernanda to show them how spectacular it would be to have us as a part of their team. And this wasn't a dream or the Oz, but we were going down the yellow brick road and we were told to pick out our shoes, our flats, our pumps, our heels, because Robin said we were going further than Dorothy in Kansas. We were going to make money deals, make that dinero, and we believed it because she said so, and she's our shero with that vibe. And we could have done it without her, the suitors, our president Liz, who will forever be a part of our tribe. So us and you equals family, and we love you so much. Suited for Change, you will forever be a part of us.
Thank you for sharing your time with us tonight. And this is to you. We look forward to raising a glass of champagne with you next year at our 30th anniversary. Cheers!